How did you get interested in flying?
One day I was 5 years old. I stood in the wide open field of rice paddy, and all of a sudden I heard from the far distance the airplane in the sky, they're coming pass by with low pass flying. Once I look it up, I instantly become exciting and motivated myself. One of these days, and I have a dream right away that one of these days I want to be a pilot. That's how I get attached to the flying and the aviation interest in here. My dream come true is that I have to join the Air Force. So I signed up as an enlistment with the Air Force, and later on.
What year was that?
It was in 1970 for the basic training ground school, basic training that involved with the basic military training, survival, all of those things. They prep you up for the officer school. After that, after I finished that, I went on to they call the Royal Laotian Air Force Academy down in Savannah Cape. This is where is the school that prep up the young recruiting. The young enlistment to become a pilot. We are trained. We work with the American. We are trained by the American. We are forced. We are supported by the American and support by the American. And ideology-wise, we are against the communists. Against the communists, we know for sure that communist is a system that we have no justice. They basically use the people as the slave. Those who work for the American, go back to that, they have become the enemy. They are being condemned. They are being seen as a country enemy. They call us an American dog. that's the worst. So for the personal safety and risky, and I cannot stay there. I and my family, I was married that time with 2 children. So we have to leave the country. We have to force ourselves, abandon and leave the country. We don't want to. We don't want to leave our country of born, where we born. But weighing your safety and death and life, you have to make an unpopular choice.
How did you leave Laos?
After in 1975. During the peace accord, so the two sides, the communist side and the democratic side, decided to form a coalition government. By having that accord, in the accord itself, the Lao on both sides agree to integrate among ourselves, okay, peacefully. Don't forget that, peacefully. However, the communists, they have a different agenda. It's really a pretext for them to take over the power. At the end, they will eliminate the rightists. The rightists is us because we pro-American. I am one of the few pilots that gain trust by the communist force. The communist force, before they take over, they send the infiltrator to come into the Air Force and associated with one of the key or several key of the officer in the Air Force. One of the officers happened to be my friend, and he's pro-communist. He thinks that the communists will help him advance and become a bigger, or whatever his agenda was. But that's not my feeling. So I was one of the pilots that they allow me to fly on a special mission only. When the communists take over, on the plane has been chained, locked, and nobody can get access unless the communist side allow you to fly. So we are on June 9, 1974. I have a mission in southern of Laos. During this integration, it was chaos. Military didn't get paid on time. Administrative wise, it is broken. Some of the people already escaped across the Mekong River. So some of the responsibility has not been done. And so on southern part of Laos, they have a crisis. On the first of the month, they get paid, right? But since nobody is taking charge because they are afraid, they escape already. So they need to have to send the money down to southern of Laos. So I was selected to be the pilot to flew the plane. So in the mission, I have two missions that day. One mission is to send the money to the budget or whatever, the supply down to Savanakhet, the central part of Laos that I already mentioned. And the second mission is to Longchang to get the prisoner of war. They start to arrest the people already, the high ranking. They lock somebody up in Longchang. Longchang is a northern of Laos, nearby the Siang Kuang. Longchang is Longteng. It's the secret air base for the CIA. Longchang. It's a General Wang Pao is a well-known general in Laos force in there. They arrested somebody in that town, and I supposed to bring after the mission from Savanakhet. In the afternoon, I will fly to Longchang and pick up the prisoner according to the person that has been arrested and back to Vientiane. When I get back from Savanakhet, it was late afternoon already. I say that everybody had to get out from the airplane. Usually, when I park, there's a specific parking area that you park the airplane, right? I intentionally park in the wrong place. So once I park in the wrong place, the communist guard come down and barking at me, said, "You cannot park over here. You have to park over there." I said, "Yes, I will park over there, but I have to let the passenger. I believe it's 34 passengers to get out, deboarding first, and also the crew too." And it was late in the afternoon, and the crew want to go home too. So I told my co-pilot, I didn't have a co-pilot in that day. I have only the flight engineer and the load master and the cruise ship they're working around there.
Wow.
I told them that, okay, I am going to, since you already rushed home, so why don't you deboard now? Okay, allow me to move the airplane by myself. And the load master, he want to sit down on my side, on the right side too. I said, no, you need to get down and lock the door for me, because we already have the ladder, the step ladder. It's a removable ladder. He said yes. So he go down there and remove the plane, and the door still open. And he said, should I close the door? I already start the engine, the boat properly already. It's send a strong wind current downward. Right? I said, yes, you need to do that. So for the safety, so he threw the step ladder in, and he put unlock the door. The lock swing hard, full hard, and completely close, shut off. And I see the green light. When I do that, so I call the tower, ask a clearance for taxi for takeoff to Longchang, right? So he said, you clear for takeoff, okay? There's no traffic, whatever the procedure, the protocol. So I think to myself, I say, I don't know whether I will be back or not for my lifetime, but today I make a faithful by myself. I say I will make a faithful decision in here. So I turn around, I put the power on, not full power. Taxi along the parking, it's about half kilometer. Yeah, 3/4 of kilometer full of airplane. So I check with the tower again. He said, can I take off? He said, you are number one. So I just apply the full maximum power and take off. Once I take it off, I put the nose down, a little to gain the speed instead of start to climbing up. No, the airspeed increase. It's close to the Mekong River. Once I flew about, I think it's 5 miles from the airport. So I make a hard swing left across the Mekong River, and the tower called, why you turn left instead of turn right? I keep silent until I feel safe. Until 5 minutes later, so I start to raise up, and I let them know that I'm don't call me again. I'm defected already. I'm heading to Udon, Thailand. That's what. And I get the what you call the radar control call from American, say that ask me to identify the plane. So I start to use the normal procedure. I say I'm from Laos, Royal Laotian Air Force. I'm defecting to Thailand to land in Udon. That's basically what I did. Single-handedly fly the AC-47. I remember the tail number of the plane is 925. I just remember. It was in June 9, 1974. I remember that.
Wow, what a story.
Yes. On the 1st of October 1979, I started as the interpreter. From the 1st October 1979 up until 2015, May 1st, 2015, I retired from the state of Oregon, working in different areas.
Yeah, sure.
Once you get into the system, you know how I grew up. That's what I said. I do appreciate and grateful to this country, especially to the American people that accept us. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking with other people, refugee that get opportunity, get love, and get help, serious help, and later on we become a people of this country. We are here to stay, and we contribute to the country, to help the country, and we become the productive citizen. And I'm no different than the other. And by giving the change, so I work with the system and come up and raise the family, and here I am today.